Now, the monotony of each day. So I'm thinking of it in terms of someone who has no garden and is in lockdown when Ireland has just gone back into lockdown. So they've no garden, they're in lockdown, and they've already had 6 weeks of lockdown back in March. So no novelty. Back in March, we had lovely sunshine. It's October now, so probably not going to have any nice weather. So you're going to have grey skies and rain, probably stuck indoors with no garden and unable to work. And no novelty, pretty much watched everything on the TV, drank everything. It's just, what am I going to do all day? So that's hard. I understand that's hard. But there is great power in service. Uh, and it's one of those things that I think that people who are really in service understand that really service, even though your life is completely oriented towards giving to other people, really you're doing it for yourself. It's selfish because you get so much out of it, right? So what I would encourage you to do is, um, well, it's really important to try and give your day meaning. All right. If you're stuck in that situation, meaning is the way through it. Okay. And what I would encourage you to do is become an undercover saint. I did a meme about this during the week. Um, just again, just decide. It's a like you can transform your life just by deciding to transform your life. So you can just kind of try to say, I'm an undercover saint, and you can just work out a schedule for yourself. Okay. So having a routine is really helpful for that kind of situation. And doing little small things like, okay, I'm going to get up at whatever time I'm going to get up at, and then get up at that time. So let's say it's 8 o'clock, right? So I'm going to get up at 8 o'clock. And rather than kind of going, oh, what does it matter? I'm just here. This all blurs together. It's like, no, I'm going to get up at 8 o'clock because it helps me. That's why I'm getting up at 8 o'clock. And then make your bed. I know that sounds really silly, but it's amazing how what that does. It frames the day, right? I think there's a YouTube thing about it. Some military guy talking about it. Now, I'm the furthest thing from a military guy, but making your bed in the morning makes a big difference. Okay, so make your bed. Again, because it helps you. It's particularly if you were told to make your bed, you can get a bit rebellious about it, but try and put that to one side. And shower, make sure it's shower. Eat breakfast if you eat breakfast, do all that stuff, and then kind of have a plan for what you're going to do as an undercover saint. So maybe you're going to do an hour of going through social media and making encouraging comments on your friends or random people. Just random people you're going through. Someone's made a little, this terrible pottery vase. They're stuck in their house as well, and they've gone to the trouble of making this thing, and they put it on Instagram or Facebook. you know I'm gonna, because I'm an undercover saint, I'm gonna go, oh, that's brilliant, well done, I'm gonna make this comment. I don't know this person, but I know it's gonna help them, and it's gonna be make their day a bit lighter. So I'm gonna do that for an hour. I'm just gonna randomly scroll through and make comments and be encouraging. Okay. And then I'm going to meditate, because that's what undercover saints do. In fact, I would have meditated before I got out of bed. Not long, just 15 minutes. And if you're not sure about meditating, you can watch one of my many videos. You can meditate along with me, right? But that's what undercover saints do, is meditate. It'll help you. All this stuff helps, right? Because it gives meaning. You've got a whole undercover life going on here. Then you could have another hour of reaching out to family, friends, telephoning, Zooming, chatting, just checking in. You know what you're doing. I mean, don't tell them you're an undercover saint. Just do it. How's it going? What's happening? Are you okay? Just listening, supporting, encouraging, and you can just invent things. Maybe you can volunteer. You can online volunteer. You can answer the phone for sort of crisis people or people who are depressed or suicidal or whatever. You can just, follow that up, or you can research things that will help. If you just make it all about helping other people, you'll be so busy with that you won't have time to notice that you're miserable. And you won't be miserable because you'll be just so busy doing that kind of stuff. So if you can find a way of giving your day meaning, I'm just using the thing of, it's what I was saying. I'm using the example of being an undercover saint. And I'm saying that because giving to people and focusing on service helps you have a little holiday from yourself. And when you have a little holiday from yourself, you don't get to sort of feel, oh, it's so monotonous and so boring, and one day is just like the next. You have a little holiday from that. Okay. um so you're doing it to help yourself, but then you also, um by giving, you're helping other people. And the weird thing is that when you give to other people, and when you focus on service to other people, you get way more back in return than you give. It's just one of those wonderful things about life. Okay. You get a lot more back than you give. So that's what I would do. Now you could go, oh yeah, I'm not so wild up on the saint thing, but I get the thing about meaning, and I'm gonna, write that play I've always wanted to write. That's fine. Anything that gives your day meaning and gets you up in the morning, and like when the alarm goes off at 8 o'clock, that if that thing helps you get up and make your bed and get on with the thing that you're gonna do, great. So whether that's painting or gardening or whatever it is, once you can figure out a way to give your day meaning, then your day stops being monotonous.